Welcome to the Sky River RV Show. Hot dog, here we are again. Just you and me. We're all together here. What I really like about this is when we first met, when we first came together here at Sky River RV, this guy was about that tall. And now, take a look up there. Look at how tall that tree is. Look at those guys. Those trees, again, were about this tall when we first started doing the Sky River RV Show. Since then, lots of things have happened. Technology has changed RVing. You get better economy, they work better, they do more, and the world, of course, has changed overall. But our relationship, I hope, hasn't changed. Now, in previous shows, in the recent past, we've had Mark and Nathan and Gary do a really good job of doing features and benefits on all kinds of coaches. As an example, you can see Mark going through a Montana right now. And that process that he's going through, he takes apart each piece and explains to you why those things happen, why it works this way, how big the water heater is, what size the bed is, the cabinetry, the Corian counters, or whatever else is he's talking about. But you and I have always done it this way. I'm actually an RVer. I RV now about 4 months of the year, including a lot of little side trips, weekend trips, going to the beautiful lakes around the Central Coast, whatever it is. And I can explain to you why you would buy an RV over some other kind of product. You can travel by car and go to hotels. That's one way of doing things. You can also hop on into an airplane and go to your destination, rent a car, pay the hotel bills, and visit whatever location that is. Or you can hook up your RV, whether it's a motorhome, travel trailer, Class B, whatever kind of coach it is, and start the process. Now, as these trees grow, and as time passes, we all change a little bit. Lots of things happen in the world, lots of things have gone on. But what's a constant is, and this is the most important part of this program, the constant is it is less expensive, more pleasurable to RV than it is to drive your car to a destination or to hop on an airplane and go to that destination. RVing is less expensive. But before we get to there, let's take a minute and listen in to what Mark is telling us.
Hi everybody, welcome back to another Sky River RV segment. My name is Mark Stillions and I want to take a minute to show you a Montana coach today. This is a Montana 3150 RL. It's a Keystone coach. It's an excellent quality build and there's a lot of outstanding features on a Montana. We've been kind of gearing up for the spring. We want you to come down and see us. There's a lot of great coaches down here, very well built, great price point, and a great crew here at Sky River RV to help you figure out what your RV solutions are. And today I want to show you a Montana 3150 RL. It's rear living. This is a great coach. I hope it would be a good fit for your needs. And we realize that everybody has a unique need to be fulfilled when you're shopping for your RV. So come on down, work with us, let us help you find the right solution for what you need to be able to do. So now let's take a minute and talk about some of the features specifically on this Montana fifth wheel. At the very front of the coach, I want to point out that this coach is equipped with a MoreRide connection. The benefit to MoreRide, and this is a well-established company that provides all kinds of suspension benefits in the RV market. MoreRide in particular creates this connection to the horseshoe connection on your truck, and the benefit to this is that it has a dampening effect for road shock or transmission of energy for what this coach is hitting when it's going down the road. There's a mirrorized plate at the very front of the coach, so as you're backing down and looking through your rear view window in your truck, you can see the bracketing taking place over the connection on the truck, and there is an LED area light right here if you're doing it in limited hours or at night to help you kind of see what you're doing. Some great features at the front of the coach. This coach comes with a great water heater. There's different volumes and different refresh rates. This particular water heater has a large capacity. A typical capacity might be 6 gallons. There are 10-gallon capacities. This coach has a 12-gallon water capacity. We're talking numerous back-to-back showers. Laundry is possible in this coach. I'll show you that in a minute. So great capacity and also great refresh rate. Some of the water heaters refresh at about 7 gallons per hour. This refreshes at over 16 gallons per hour.
Obviously, Mark is a talented, intelligent, well-trained salesperson. And what he was telling you about is the important part of what happens at Sky River RV when you come to the lot. The quality salespeople like Mark that we have in our beautiful location here on the Central Coast, by the way, we're in Paso, Robles, California, is that Mark can actually take you through the process and help you understand why that particular unit that you're looking at works. I'm proud to be associated with Mark because he is a kind of guy that you'd want to have over for dinner. He's the kind of person you could have a relationship with, not just a salesman trying to sell you something. He is a salesperson who wants to help you buy what you're trying to buy, what you want to buy. That's Mark. The salesmen in the world out there that are of the highest quality work here at Sky River RV. And if you want lesser quality salespeople, then you might go someplace else. But hopefully you come here for the highest of quality people. So while we watch Mark, and we've heard him give his rendition of why that particular coach works the way it does, and he's very careful, he's very meticulous, he's very timely about doing that. I'm going to give you one scenario. Let's say we take a trip, and the first day of that trip, we're going to travel 250 miles, okay? 250 miles on our trip. Now, I tow a fifth wheel with my truck, and which is diesel. So these figures will change depending on if you're towing, if you're using gasoline or diesel, or what the price of fuel is at the particular moment. We all know we're a little nervous about that, but get over that. We'll show you why. Or if you're having a motorhome, whether it's a Class B or C or A, why these things work the way they work. Okay? 250 miles. In my case, I get about 13 miles to the gallon, 14 miles to the gallon when I'm towing. But let's use easy figures. Let's use an average of all of the different ones. So I get 13 to 14 miles per gallon towing, but we're going to use an average because motorhomes are different, gasoline is different. Let's use 10 miles per gallon, okay? 10 miles per gallon, 250 miles. That's 25 gallons of fuel. And because gas prices are changing constantly and diesel prices vary, let's use a high figure. I'm going to try to over-exaggerate the costs of the RVing part of it. Let's say a high figure of $5 right now. Okay? So it's $5 using 25 gallons of fuel because you're going 250 miles at 10 miles per gallon. All right? And we're going to get to a destination of a beautiful spot up in Central California somewhere on that 250-mile trip, up Sacramento way. And we're going to go to an Indian reservation, as an example. And we're going to pull into the RV park, and we're going to spend $31. And by the way, let's watch Nathan for a little while he does his presentation, because we've already seen Mark. So let's watch Nathan a little bit. 250 miles, 10 miles per gallon, 25 gallons of fuel, $5 a gallon, $31 a night for your first night's stay. And we get up in the morning and we decide this is such a beautiful place that we're going to stay another night. We have a wonderful breakfast, bacon and eggs and sausage in our jammies, in our coach. For what, $1? 2 cups of coffee, bacon and eggs, sausage for the 2 of us, maybe $1 or $2 because we're having it at home. That same day, we decided we were going to have peanut butter sandwiches. My wife would probably have tuna. I'll have peanut butter and jelly. I'm famous for peanut butter and jelly. It's well known. And what does that cost? Another $1. And let's go out to dinner. Call it $60 for dinner. Glass of wine, a nice meal in that Indian reservation. Okay? Add up all the costs of those things. Now let's do the same trip by car. 250 miles. Gas is still $5 a gallon. And let's say you get 25 miles per gallon. Okay? Your hotel. Got to go to a hotel. Your hotel, let's say it's $150. Because we're going to a tourist location. So $150 is probably pretty cheap. But let's call it $150. But because you can't have your coffee and breakfast in your jammies unless you have room service. So you have to get up, you have to get dressed, you have to go downstairs, and the same couple cups of coffee, sausage and eggs are going to cost you, what? In a decent hotel? $8 a person, right? There's $16 worth of food that you didn't have to have before. Motorcycles going by. Come on by. You see where I'm going with this? I mean, it's really simple. Breakfast cost you $16 and it didn't cost you anything at home. Lunch, you stopped at a nice little place because you're spending the night just like we did in the RV, so you went out to a nice little place and had lunch. $25. You spent the same $60 for dinner. If you add up those numbers, it just costs you more to drive to that hotel, spend the night in that hotel, get up and have 3 meals than it did to RV. Now, it doesn't take many nights to add up to make an RV payment. At the end of the time you're at the hotel and you leave, you have nothing. At the end of the time of making your payments for an RV, you have something. You have something of value. Costs you less. Who cleaned the bathroom in the hotel? Did they change the sheets? Were the sheets clean? Were the glasses dirty in the hotel? None of that is a problem in your RV because you know who made the bed. You know who cleaned the toilet. You know where the food came from, and you get a better deal. Okay. As Nathan is going through this coach, let's listen in for just a minute and see what Nathan has to say.